Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. So this is Don't Go Back to Anyone Part 3. I have the first one, Part 2, and this will be Part 3 because it can get really deep. And I decided to make another part to my original video. If you guys hear the raindrops, which is probably making the audio even better, excuse me if you don't like that, but I'm sitting in my car, and in my car is usually where I make my audio videos, so no distractions, right? So don't look back. Don't turn back. Don't go back. Don't go back to anyone. So on a deeper level with this, because part 1 and part 2, I did kind of get deep, but with this particular video, I really want to get deep into like the spiritual aspect of it. Guys, do you not realize that when you are in the wrong realm of things, I don't care if it's a job, I don't care if it's a friend group, I don't care if it can be anything. When you are in the wrong realm of things, out of alignment, you are literally hindering yourself. You're holding yourself back. And see, the thing is, I understand. I get it. Sometimes when we're distracted, we don't realize we're distracted. So I get it. I get it. So I'm not necessarily talking about when we don't realize how distracted we are. I'm talking about once God starts to give us those epiphanies. I'm talking about once you do realize that, okay, I shouldn't be at this job. Okay, I should not still be talking to this selfish dude. Okay, I shouldn't be talking to this girl. I should not be friends with him. I should not be friends with her. I'm talking about when you realize these things. I'm talking about when you realize that the friend group is only using you. I'm talking about when you realize that your coworkers are always using you for the butt of their jokes. That type of stuff, right? I'm not talking about, because obviously if you don't realize you're in the wrong realm of things, you can't quite do anything about it, right? I'm talking about when you're like, what? Like, wow, like they said that and I was the butt of the joke. Like when you really start to realize and tap in and get into alignment with who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, you're only hindering yourself if you're not making those changes to get out of whatever the thing is. I honestly feel like I said this in another video. I can't remember which one it was, guys, but I'm an actress, right? And, people say all the cliche stuff. You're right where you're supposed to be in life. You're right on track and all this and all that. However, no, I honestly, I don't feel like it. I am blessed to have, the credits that I have and have been on the projects that I've been on and have met the people that I've met. And, I have a nice little resume or whatever, but I still feel like I could have been further along at this point if I wasn't so dedicated to other people and their visions and their projects and what they need to do. And if I wasn't so dedicated trying to push people along and light fire under everyone else's butts, trying to get them on my level. You know what I mean? So I don't regret any of that. Like I said, I've done my due diligence with trying to mentor and trying to help and all of that. So I don't regret it because, it is what it is. But I feel like if I had stayed focused on myself a little more in my own acting journey rather than trying to be superwoman for everyone else, I would definitely be further than where I am now. I say that to say this. Those days are over. I'm not turning back to anything. I'm not turning back to anyone. I am not turning into a pillar of salt. If you know, you know. I am not turning to a pillar of salt. Rather, it was literal, or if it was just, some type of metaphor that's in the Bible when Lot's wife turned back and turned into a pillar of salt. I don't know if it was literally, I don't know. However, you were on a mission, right? You had somewhere to be. You should not be concerned with anything, anyone, any place, etc., that you had to pray to God to get out of, or you had to, you know, meditate and cleanse yourself and pray and journal and do all these things, right, to overcome this thing, you shouldn't be concerned about it anymore if you've gotten over it. I really hope you guys can hear these raindrops. It's pretty relaxing, it seems like. I'm gonna re-listen to this video just to make sure. So when you don't make these proper changes to get in alignment, right, you're literally, for the lack of better words, you messing stuff up. Okay. I think about my grandkids already, y'all. I have a 15-year-old and I have a 9-year-old. I think about my grandkids already. Like, I think about being able to leave wealth and leave, you know, something to make the generation behind me easier. You know, I don't want anything to be in vain. I don't want to leave this earth without being of an assistance to the generations that's going to come behind me. I'm grateful that my kids, you know, see my hard work and they see me getting to it and going at it and I'm not missing a beat. I'm grateful that they see that. And I want that to be told to my, you know, great grandkids. I want them to say, you know, my mom, she pursued acting and she was still a single mom, and she still, you know, made sure we continued with our track, because they run track. They made it to the Junior Olympics last year, and I was so proud. I was so happy and blessed that both of them made it, because I didn't want no sibling jealousy or sibling rivalry going on. So I prayed to God. I thanked God that they both had qualified for the Junior Olympics last year. I was like, oh God, thank you. But anyway, I just want these stories to be told. And I want to be able to stay in alignment and become the person who God intended for me to become, so that I don't, like, you guys know what I'm saying. You I want to do what I need to do, right? And I honestly, truly, and genuinely feel that I am on the right path. However, I feel like I could be further along. I am hard on myself. I am a Virgo. I am naturally hard on myself, y'all. So it's like I never need anyone to tell me what I need to do or what I should be doing or any of that, because it's like, I know, trust me, I know. But when you don't do what you need to do, when you're not in alignment, when you're not praying to God, when you're not getting yourself from away from, you know, these people, the places, the things, whatever's distracting you, whatever is unhealthy in your life, you are prolonging what you should be doing and where you should be in life. And that's just what it is. And you see people chasing other people, trying to be in these friend groups, trying to be in these little groups at work to feel validated, when these people don't even like you. These people, you're on a, you know what I mean? It's like you're chasing something that they have or what you think they may have. And the whole time you should be focused on yourself, because God has a whole different path for you than them. You guys are not going to end up at the same destination, point blank, period. I just feel like people get so distracted with even social media. I love YouTube, but I'm telling you, every time I get on Facebook, it's just like a toxic dumping ground with, it's like every time I get on there, okay, somebody's passed away, somebody's missing, somebody, and I'm like, why? I'm like, I gotta stop doing this to myself. But my mood instantly goes down. It's just always a bunch of crap, you know? So even on Facebook, I don't even scroll. Like, I'll see if I'll log in and see if I have any notifications or whatever. I like Instagram better than Facebook. My Instagram is mostly, you know, acting stuff and, you know, professional stuff. But that Facebook, man, I just can't do it. I have my account still because of my class reunion and my class who I graduated with. We have our own little group or whatever. But other than that, I would not even be on it. it's like, I don't even make posts, because it's like you make a post and you're giving everyone access to say something to ruin your mood or your energy, because some people don't comment until it's time to disagree with you. Okay. All right. You can win an NAACP award and they won't comment or like that. But as soon as you say something that they disagree with, oh, here they come. So it's like, gotta limit that access. So sorry, guys. My allergies are acting up. Usually they start acting up in May, but they started early this year. But yeah, you got to limit that access, which allows people to come in and taint your spirit and your energy. Do not look back. Don't go back. Keep it moving. Don't kiss nobody's butt. Don't chase anyone. It's not worth it. It didn't happen for a reason. Now listen, I must say, because I think people use this term wrongly when people say stuff like, oh, well, if he was meant for me, it would have worked out. Or if she was meant for me, it would have worked out. No, she probably was meant for you and he probably was meant for you, but you treated him like crap. That's why it didn't work out. People try to use that term. Oh, what's meant for me would have stayed. What's meant for me would have stuck. No, it tried to stick. No, it was supposed to stick. You kept mistreating that person. You kept overlooking that person. You didn't do what you're supposed to do, right, in the whole situation. So it didn't work. Stop using excuses like that to justify your poor behavior and how you've treated someone. No one's obligated to stick around in while you're mistreating them. And then when they finally get the guts to leave your butt alone, then it's, oh, well, he must have not been meant for me anyway because he ain't in my life anymore. No, he was supposed to be. You treated him like crap. All right. And with that being said, take accountability. I made another video about self-accountability. All right. Anyway, it's raining hard, guys. So I'm running the house. I'm trying not to fall and hurt myself, but I have all of my videos in their own playlists. If you guys like my cooking videos, gift basket videos, holiday videos, I have everything organized in a playlist. I just started my perfume review playlist too. So I have to do some more perfume reviews. I have 2 videos that I reviewed, the Burberry, and the Calvin Klein Sheer Beauty. I need to go take some allergy medicine. If you guys are still listening, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You must like my personality too if you're still listening. Go ahead and subscribe. More videos to come. Bye-bye.